Back to the wave before it crashes to his turret.
And there was no punish on Faker there for the roam as OnFleek's up your top side.
Yeah, Zeus is going to be a little bit immune, so he will be fine.
Ruin isn't really even going to deny that much CS, as this ward is getting Zeus so much value.
Oh, he comes back. That is a beautiful flash forward.
But if you have a gank set up early, it can get you an early kill. Is once again down on the bottom side. Owner is paying a visit.
Yeah, he is going to look for this one. Flashes for the Tempest. Vista is going to fall down. Well, Owner's going to take a fair bit of damage here as OnFleek dashes forward, gets a great knock-up, just a few more autos and it'll be down.
Faker's over here as well, and
Dudu's like, oh dear, I definitely do not want to deal with this one as Faker comes on over. Let's see whether the high note's going to be enough damage. Counter-Strike will get the stun as he looks to try and turn it here onto Faker. Karis is moving over, the beat drop comes in, decent encore, but Karis has closed the gap, and the Emperor's Divide is going to stop Faker from being able to get out. The flash is going to come through, but the autos, Karis is just out of range. Counter-Strike will be up as well. And our owner's still going to come in and go for it. The Empower onto Zeus there as they look for some plates first. Let's see how this dive is going to go. And T1 decide that it might just be a little bit difficult. Dudu's holding on to everything as there's the kickback. They want to kill him. He leap strikes to get out, but the needlework and ignite.
It's not going to be given to Owner.
Ooh, Kerry's going to flash the bubble. Nicely avoided there, but putting that flash on cooldown going to be very, very important. As Tidal Wave comes forward, they're not going to waste any time as Johnny dashes on in. They do manage to get the kill on the Karma, but can they keep themselves alive? The answer is yes.
There for Hanwha Esports with the late teleport from Karis, and they could have maybe set up for a Tidal Wave into Emperor's Divide, but now they've grouped up to grab mid-turret. Going to grab this Drake.
Well, Zeus is just huge. He gets put in a bubble, though, which is not what he wants, as now Karis finds the Emperor's Divide. They just destroy the Gwen, and now Hanwha are trying to make their way out. OnFleek just
against the Seraphine, especially, can be something that actually ruins T1 in team fights and setups. Zeus caught again.
Karis going to find him with another Emperor's Divide. Gwen does go immune against a few of the members of Hanwha Life, but OnFleek is so powerful and will just rip down this kill. Chani as well, able to take down Owner in the backline as Dudu is dancing forward as well. Gumayusi, can he be the hero? He takes one kill, and now T1 are feeling like maybe it's time to come back. The beat drop's not going to land, and the Encore is going to do the same thing, but Vista is now out of position. Dudu diving forward, not quite enough damage there onto Vista as Dudu is able to block some shots there. And Hanwha do just decide to back away even 4 versus 3.
Two-item state with rapid fire cannon. He can try to pick Faker or force him to use ultimate, force him to flash. There are some playmaking options here for Hanwha Life.
Well, Vista could be in trouble and he's just dead. Not in trouble, he was already
done.
dead.
He's having the ability to threaten is the line he has to withdraw.
Well, let's see if it's going to work, because Kerry is going to immediately go down as we come out of the replay. Johnny, very low, and the needlework is going to pick him off. It's a 2-for-1 trade in the end.
Turn is so insanely good.
Yeah. And in the 4, they are so strong as Gumayusi taking a lot of damage. Johnny taking matters into his own hands. The Tidal Wave a little bit out of sync as the Baron has still been leashed. And you can see Owner still there with... Oh! In goes OnFleek, but he's unable to find the steal. It's actually the Ezreal, which threw me through a loop, picking up that Baron. And Hanwha Life able to back away now. The Drake still alive as well, so Hanwha were unable to get anything in that moment, as Owner is going to bait out the Emperor's Divide beautifully there. And Dudu's trying to battle here on the front line, gets out towards this ward with a leap strike, but now Vista is possibly free food, and I think T1 may have just found this game. Owner didn't even need to use a kick, he just decided to get behind Chani there and wipe him out. Higher time, and T1 really have just taken out all the stops.
They really have. I think the itemization here is...
Karis is very strong, but he does have to use his stopwatch. Broke that one. True Shot Barrage is going to be set up perfectly forward. And that is Owner does have the flash and kick available, and he is very dangerous. Zeus is just sieging Nexus turrets by himself because he's so strong. He can absolutely do that. Went for the Shadow Flame, in fact.
Yeah, didn't even go for the extra, AP stacks or scaling.
Well, in goes Owner, gets the kickback as Chani just caught out of position once again, and T1 will say goodnight to this game. In the mid-game, it was like Hanwha Life Esports had a little bit of a chance, but then T1 found their Baron angle that they do so often, and they will close it out. Really nicely done, as T1 still probably going to be able to secure this red buff and continue a bit of vertical jungling, but you can see OnFleek moving around. There's the flash forward from Vista. Wants to find the Bone Skewer, and he picks it up. There's the heroic charge, and Owner will go down. The red buff is now an afterthought as Carrier moving on over. Faker in here first as Karis is right behind him. OnFleek is extraordinarily low, and they'll be able to pick up that kill. Faker now just trying to keep the rest of his team alive. And he has level 2, so the surround sounds there, and Vista will fall. T1. Not entirely sure what has gone on, but we'll update you as soon as possible. And we're going to check out the replay here of the solo kill.
Yeah, so Zeus has known Arbar, trying to look for these hyper procs aggressively and just gets flashed on.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Zeus going to be diving forward here. On Fleek is in there, but Owner is going to join him. Good heroic charge just to be defensive here as Dudu, taking a lot of damage, and the boulder toss is going to come through. Carrier gets the dive down, and it's a double kill.
On Fleek, because they can just be collapsed on so quickly from so far away. Look at this.
Well, Arrow is going to connect there from downtown from Gumayusi. Beat Drop comes forward as well. They are buying their time as Carrier has to flash to get out of the Emperor's Divide. Vista finds the stun though as Carrier finds himself in a world of hurt. Tries to ult his way out. So yeah, this is now Zeus in a bit of trouble trying to dodge the Bone Skewer, but he's not going to be able to do it. The ulti's going to miss and Dudu almost dies.
Well, impossible to really pick here.
Yeah, Owner moving on over. There's the teleport from Zeus. Can they burst down this Rift Herald is the question as he engages there onto Owner. He moves towards the Rift Herald, but he's not going to quite be able to find it on Fleek. Flashing forward, some massive gnaw from Zeus, though it's Johnny. He's got red and white guns. He's so massive. Double kill to come through now, you'd assume, as Johnny's going to tidy it up. And Johnny's just going to move back underneath this turret. Vista is in the mist as that is pretty decent. Moonlight Vigil gets a phenomenal stun as the Encore is going to come through as well, but Dudu's still just so big. Carrier on the front line will be able to take down the Aphelios as Zeus just trying to play defense, but he's thrown back into the team. It's a big wallop, but it ain't going to be enough. Death from below comes through from Vista, and Hanwha will now push and take down this turret.
2 kills for 1 here, so much extra damage. Looking for more.
Yeah, they're looking for Faker here, who flashes out of the way of the Bone Skewer.
Them to make the first move, then use the Seraphine ult defensively. T1 have to be the ones to hard engage.
Well, let's see whether they can actually do so as the Dragon has been started up. Dudu is relatively low as the arrow is going to connect, and now the Encore comes in but finds no targets. And T1 thinking about backing away. They don't want to give away another one of these, but the Moonlight Vigil is going to go wide. It might spell go time for T1 as they do boop away one of the members. Owner is out of there as Carrier immediately ults forward, but will be taken down, and that is the Encore we wanted to see. The Emperor's Divide will rip through T1, and Hanwha have decisively taken this team fight. It's a double kill for the Silas. Owner, it's just a matter of time before he goes down as well, and that will be the ace for Hanwha Life.
Very so well, and then for some reason, Carrier thought he was going to collapse onto the 80 carry and follow through because Zeus had an R-bar, but the hijacked Seraphine ult was what guarantees the team fight win. As T1 are going to come over here and try to contest.
Yeah, Faker teleported in. Owner is now respawned. Zeus.
Encore's just coming up.
Yeah, Arrow is going to connect as well as somehow it's Carrier that picks up the Baron. What the hell was that? The long-range Encore as well. Finds Zeus' Narbar in pretty perfect position for the beginning of this fight, and you can see that ward behind the pit is just fantastic.
Stopwatch early, they're trying to buy time. Hanwha I like this from T1 that allows them to leapfrog forward.
Zeus' stopwatch was very interesting, maybe expecting an engagement that didn't come through as Karis is going to get stunned up. Moonlight Vigil will connect as Dudu's going to get engaged on. If he dies, this fight could just be over, but he's surviving. He's able to get the chains down as well as he flashes out Heartbreaker to get him back in the fight one more time. Kingslayer as well, but Zeus is going to be able to shut him down. Still, the fight is getting won by Hanwha Life, and Johnny's untouched.
I'm just watching the Silas once again shape a team fight as Faker will find Karis here.
Yeah, or Karis will find Faker as the Emperor's Divide will push him towards the inner turret. Faker is, yeah, he's real dead, guys.
Yeah, bad news.
Yeah. They're just going to delay his back just a little bit there as he does move towards the turret, and yeah, it will be Karis that picks up the kill.
Such a struggle.
Well, Gumayusi going to have his ult stolen as the arrow is just going to fly towards the enemy nexus. Yes, that's exactly where you want to go, as I think he was using that as an arrow for the rest of his teammates. As in goes Karis, but flashes out immediately. He's like, nope, I don't want this one. He's going to go golden. Moonlight Vigil will connect. A lot of damage there as now you can see Zeus looking for it, but he's not going to find it. And now Owner's turned into an Azir. It's a big ult from OnFleek for the disengage, but T1. Yep, teleport to the mid lane here for Zeus. As T1 know, they can't give up on this Elder as Hanwha Life Esports, they're like, what if we just don't do it? What if we just destroy your Nexus instead?
They're going to have to be decisive here, Hanwha. There's no canceling this one. You have to go all in on this, push this inhibitor down, and look for the ensuing fight.
Well, Vista's going to get spotted. Stun not going to connect. The inhibitor will go down. And
Red and
now,
white.
yeah, look at this. Red and White Gun's just tearing this turret apart. As Carrier desperately trying to make this work. Faker gets a massive encore, but they're just focusing the Nexus. They just want to take it down, and they will. Hanwha Life take game 2. That's all right. Pistol dive to come down. Let's see whether OnFleet can find some value. Q is barely going to miss there as he safeguards to get out, but there's the get back over here as OnFleet will just 100% go down. That is Gumayusi picking up first blood. Make that a double. Make it perhaps a triple here.
All those stacks.
As, oh my goodness, I don't think he got the Ren set. Moves on over. He's spotted by the vision that Zeus had set up earlier, and that's another kill. Okay.
We're going to go into a replay. I was scared we were about to go back into the play-by-play while I was talking. But yeah, this is just how he dies. Yeah, Ren is very strong. Here, if you end up deleting the enemy AD carry from the game...
I was going to say, like, if you're the only one here, is it even Prio anymore? Is okay, he might have stepped a little bit too far forward, but he gets the reset. He's still hopping around, making another double. My God! The bailout value, I have never seen it be quite that large. As, yeah, Vista's just trying to book it out of there, and we're going to get a pause.
Yikes. Information the players don't know. Could be disaster, but looks like we...
Interesting.
Oh,
okay.
is this what it's about, though?
So the smite cooldown was apparently wrong. Ah, so on our view, it looked like Owner's smite wasn't up.
Yeah.
But in-game, it was. Oh, and then... Whoa, okay.
Yeah, that's very bizarre. Smite timer here.
Okay.
So...
Not aware of that one.
Well... You know, let's...
Yeah.
I want to make sure all the players are ready.
Yeah, that is a thing that would be necessary. All right. Is this... Are we back there again? That's all right. Bit of a battle here. Karis rotating up. This is different to what happened in the past.
Yep.
Azona's going to rotate around. Faker in great position here.
And remember, Zeus has prio topside too.
Here's the re-engage. Karis is in trouble. There's a phosphorus bomb. Charm comes out. Flash immediately to come out as well.
First.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here on the bottom side, another handshake comes in. Shawnee's going to just die.
First
That's
blood.
first blood once again. I've seen this before, Wolf.
Second first blood. Looks like
First,
Hobbit's
second
for,
blood.
Where's my second breakfast?
Karis is his first potential victim. But dashing forward, Charm is going to miss. T1 just wanted to get a shove here. They will be able to do so. There's a flash forward into the knockup. Valkyrie comes in as well as Owner is just dashing after Karis. He'll grab it with the W.
His ultimate has flash now back available, so he staved off the pressure here. But this game was mostly about this bottom 2v2 still. Let's see how this one goes this time.
Oh, the flash tongue lash not going to land, but the kick is. And now Chani in melee range with Gumayusi's going to try and get him, but he's not going to be able to.
For Hanwha Life Esports here, but we've kind of come to a similar conclusion. His owner is once again.
Yeah, well, this is real rough as he's going to get interrupted halfway through the safeguard, and that's going to mean he's not very safe, Wolf. It's all too easy.
As this is the one we missed.
Yeah, so...
It's just a jungle versus top lane 1v1 as he flashes for this.
Oh my God.
And also Owner's been having a fantastic one. And
well, this time it might be the man advantage for Hanwha Life that will get him out of here as he's pushed back towards Chani. Okay, there's the ulti, and they single out the Jinx. She gets devoured, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Owner somehow still alive here as well as OnFleet gets knocked up. How the heck did he live for so long? Karis is going to have his charm flashed by Faker. That looked real sexy.
But Hanwha fan, probably just keep it that way. Okay, as I say this, he does pick up his Kraken Slayer, but the lead is real.
It is. Dudu's going to find a Nah into Zeus, who's not as immune as he wants to be, and they pick up that kill away from this as Shirley will be able to get this one. Carrier avoids the tongue lash. Vista hasn't found too many of those as Karis is fighting against Faker. Lands a very nice charm, but the Valkyrie is still going to be there as there's the flash mini stun into the wall.
Look from the charm came through, so Faker cleansed this as well in this game. Just didn't feel like he needed to take it into the matchup. Oh, don't you do it to me!
Oh my goodness. Maybe Chani needs to go to the bathroom because they've been waiting there for so long. I know he's at the moment talking to the ref, so he's the one that has paused, and I think, yeah, probably busting. Understandable. I mean, to be perfectly honest, kind of can relate.
Yeah, you and I are kind of holding it up here.
Yeah,
I've got 2 cups of water I've been drinking since.
I thankfully forgot to get another water on the way up here, and if I had have consumed that as well, then like honestly, this would have been like I'm gonna need one too.
He's like he's just ready to do another Donkey Kong talk. He's like, these guys just keep interrupting me.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's like actually suddenly one of the like TCL Turkish players appears and like Honey is actually trapped in Turkey. I'm like, oh my god, where are we?
It's like BRTT just appears in the game somehow. As we've got a Baron that started, as Duda goes down to half health as he teleports in. Super Mega Death Rocket. It's going to be the steal for OnFleek. He gets redemption. Immediately he's going to die. Is now harm alive. They'll back away and say thanks for the purple buff.
Couldn't cross map either really here, and they don't have the damage to do this Baron. As Faker's just going to go for it.
Yeah, just going to give OnFleek his package. Vista gets a ward in, and OnFleek may just die as there's the Flame Chompers. Charm connects as well, as Ona's going to dive on over. There's the hostile takeover as GA was completed. This was all just part of the plan as Faker Valkyries to get himself away. Vista gets into the Baron pit, but that's not part of the fight that we want to be looking at. As OnFleek's going to go down, and Zeus, he has his scissors out. He's running
a lot of them. He is almost Flame Horizon Karis.
And turrets, and he like guaranteed Barons and Drakes and all sorts of things here as Vista's going to dive forward. They managed to get the snare down, but the Fate's Call comes on in. The tower is going to be taken down, and now Gumayusi is looking to take the Lee Sin. He gets devoured, gets a huge shield, but you can see, look at how many sticks are in the members of Hanwha. He pulls them out. Oh my god, the damage. As Johnny, yeah, he's going to go down. It's Faker that's cleaning up as Gumayusi is hopping on through, and this game is done and dusted. It took an extraordinarily long time, but T1 will close out the series 2-1.
Great performances from the top side of the map here once again.